The Orinoco Delta is a vast, intricate labyrinth of waterways, weaving through a shimmering jungle to carry the waters of the Orinoco to the Atlantic Ocean. The Orinoco branches off into over 60 waterways and 40 rivers, which spread over 16,000 square miles of forested islands, swamps, and lagoons. The tide comes and goes 4 times per day, influencing the lives of the people, the plants, and the animals. Wide channels break off into narrow rivulets. Some, heavy with sediment, are brown in color. Others are black with tannic acids. Many are carpeted with vast floating meadows of aquatic hyacinth and grasses, slowly drifting along with the current. The Warao Indians, literally the canoe people, are the native inhabitants of the delta. With a population of 24,000, the Warao constitute the second largest indigenous tribe in the country. Family groups reside in wooden houses raised on stilts along the banks of the river and spend most of their daily lives in canoes, fishing the nearby waterways, hunting and gathering in the surrounding forests. A 90-minute drive on a paved road from Maturin takes us to Buha Port, from where we are transported by airboat to our camp. This vehicle is needed due to the large carpets of aquatic hyacinth and grasses that block navigation in some parts of the channel. Upon arrival, the macaws greet us at the dock, always ready for a free banana. One of them looks curiously at the camera lens, where surely its image is being reflected. The Boca de Tigre camp is located on Tiger Island. It has a privileged location in the delta as the confluence of salt water from the Atlantic and the fresh water from the Orinoco River create conditions favorable to great abundance and diversity of flora and fauna. In the areas surrounding the camp, there are important Warao Indian communities. Boca de Tigre is spread over a large area in front of the Manamo Channel. It has 30 rooms with private bath. A spacious dining room with bar can accommodate many guests. Besides that, there are gardens and other amenities to make your stay pleasant while exploring the delta. The owners sponsor a foundation devoted to educational activities, with programs for environmental conservation and research. Also, through a native school, primary level education in both Spanish and Warao languages is provided. The aim is for the Waraos to conserve their cultural values through the teaching of their language and traditions, while facilitating the process of integration. The wildlife in the delta is extremely rich and varied. The water teems with life. Its inhabitants get the best of both worlds, fresh and salt water. Mangrove roots are the nursery for countless numbers of species. Their vast and intricate web gives shelter and food to the young fish waiting to reach adulthood. The piranha and freshwater dolphin cannot be missed in this underwater world. Drifting with the tide along one of the channels will show us the richness of the fauna dwelling in the trees of this fascinating jungle. A rare sight, a couple of blue-throated guans, a red-billed toucan, a howler monkey eating the flowers of the mangrove trees, a mass of aquatic hyacinth drifting with the current, a couple of sunbitterns on a limb. The male is in the alert position. A Carib grackle searches for insects trapped in spider webs. Colonial nests of crested oropendula. We hear the male display somewhere nearby. The lesser kiskadee is surprised by our presence. A capuchin monkey searches for flowers on the limbs over the water. Suddenly, he fails to catch some special flowers and goes down rapidly, only to realize that they too fell into the channel. A colonial nesting place of caciques. Another capuchin monkey runs away along the treetops. A yellow-crowned night heron perched. An Amazon kingfisher spotting its prey. A gray-necked woodrail searching for snails. A couple of cormorants. The aninga, mother and chick, resting on the treetops. We go in search of some handicrafts as well as a shaman known to cure snake bites. We ask for Maria since she is one of the oldest and best handicraft makers of the area. For some money, she shows us the art of weaving the moriche fiber, converting it into beautiful and useful handicrafts. We move on. This is the house of the shaman, but he's not there, as this young Warao woman tells us, displaying an innocent and shy personality. We will be back later. Meanwhile, we find a Warao carving a canoe. Julio explains the procedure in building dugouts. It is a 3-month task to build a canoe. We get the tree deep in the jungle, we cut it down and carve it as this guy is doing. First with an axe, and later with this tool. When he's done, the canoe is kept in water for 3 days, and later we apply fire to finally mold it. This Warao uses a traditional procedure to shell the rice they farm. We move on. This time we meet a brother of the shaman and his family. He has many birds for sale, not totally legal. A government officer tells him to legalize his situation and to avoid selling the species he is allowed to sell so cheaply. He tells us he's not skilled regarding snake bites. We go back to camp for lunch. In the afternoon, we're lucky. We find the shaman, and he agrees, for some money, to do the ceremony of healing from a snake bite. A mystic millennial tradition, here condensed to a minute, is overwhelming. Now it is time for one of the greatest experiences in the Delta. What we are about to see is the bond of man and jungle, millennial traditions that little by little are being lost due to the destruction of these ancient cultures. Julio learned all his knowledge from his father, and he really is an expert in what we call the Delta jungle wisdom. This palm tree is named temiche. The leaves are used to build roofs. The fruits contain water to drink, as the big coconut fruits do. When we go hunting in the jungle for 6, 8 hours, we get thirsty, and this is a great source of water to drink. The limb holding the fruits is used to make 2 sticks that, when rubbed one against the other, can produce fire. Of course, you have to get it dried first or find some dry on the jungle floor. When the fire starts, then you burn the woody cloth which covers the flower cluster. This cover can also be used to make a conical hat, actually 2 of them. First, you cut one end and tear apart the cover, exposing the flower cluster. Cut the other end and take the flowers out. Then mold the conical cylinder to the shape of the head. Here we get them. A fine and inexpensive hat for working and hunting in the jungle all day long. It also gives us good luck. The name of this tree is sangrito, blood tree, because the sap resembles blood. The roots can be used to make handicrafts because it is relatively soft wood, although the tree itself is made up of a hardwood. First, you work with the machete. Later on, you use a knife for better finishing. Then dry it under the sun, and at last you sandpaper it. The red wine sap is used as a colorant. This sap can also be used as a strong astringent. If you knock this tree with the axe, you can communicate with the captain on the boat. The sound can be heard miles away. This tree is named Peramancio. Its sap provides the yellow color for our handicrafts. The tree is so strong that it is used to make canoes. To make the canoe, you cut a 12-foot log and work with it as we showed you before. Julio spots a spider. It happens to be a poisonous one. This tree is named curucay. The sap dries out as a fine powder, and it is used for treatment of grip. When you rub it, it smells of camphor.
Huele al campo.
Antes no es mucho, el verano queda seco, pero ahora mucha agua.
This tree is named palo de arco, pinibol in Warao, or bow tree. It looks like a palm tree, but it's not. This tree is used to make bows. We cut the higher part of the tree, some 5 feet of it. It is then cut in halves and then carved to make the bow. It can be used to hunt birds, fishes, and small mammals. This palm tree is manaca. It is used to make the floor of the palafitos, houses on stilts, used by the Warao people. This is a teniche palm, a small one. The leaves can be used to make hand fans to keep away the mosquitoes and to cool ourselves.
Se usa cuando camina lejos, como 500 metros, una vaina. Entonces da mucha calor, ¿no? Entonces lo pasa así. Sí. Y otra aquí.
This is the water cane. You can drink directly from it.
Agua natural.
If you cut one 10 feet long, you can get a quart of water. a small moriche palm. From here we get the fibers for all the goods we make, like baskets and hammocks. To make one, we need 30 buds like this. This is the fiber and the way to extract it. This is an adult moriche palm, the tree of life for the Warao. It is used for many purposes. When the tree trunk falls to the ground, a beetle lays its eggs on it, and 21 days after that we harvest a worm that we call candy. Very nutritious. There are many ways to enjoy the Orinoco Delta. Some people like to fish piranhas, although there are good places for big game fishing. Canoeing is very relaxing, and you can do it even against the slight current of the tides. The great variety of habitats favors a rich biodiversity. Many different animal species can be observed in the Delta area. The greater Ani, a Hoatzin with its prehistoric look and sound. The capybara, the largest rodent in the world. Practically all the species of kingfishers can be observed here. A red-crowned woodpecker building its nest. A straight-billed wood creeper. A horned owl in its daily resting place. A mother parakeet and its chick. A crested oropendala in its nest. A couple of yellow and blue macaw on a manaca palm tree. A red-billed toucan. Near a family farm, we spot a young ocelot on a mango tree, practicing the skills that will make him a very successful hunter in these areas of the Orinoco River. Finally, the everyday spectacle of thousands of blue-headed parrots going to their roost.
I am impressed how beautiful this is, how much in contact you can be with nature, observing the Indians, how they live in the natural habitat, and the green forest, all the birds flying at night, coming back to their homes.